Hey, Supernatural fans, we are talking about episode 9, so stay tuned after that opening.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
What's up, everyone? Happy Sunday. We are actually in the good place, not the bad place, which is what we're going to be talking about in this episode. Hello! Welcome back to the Supernatural After Show here on AFTERBUZZ TV. I am your host, Alexis Torres. You guys can find me all over social media at atorres890. And I've got my lovely ladies back in the house. It's really nice because we've been kind of like off on certain weeks. We're like, one's here, or both's here, or nobody's here. So I'm really glad that we're all here. Yeah, especially before our big break. So it's really, really nice. But you can see this beautiful person, and it's Lacretia Lyon.
Hey guys, since I'm Lacretia Lyon, you can always find me at LACRETIALYON anywhere on the internet, since there is only one.
And we've got Shawna right next to her.
Yes, I'm Shawna O. You can catch me on all social media at Shawna O, and every Wednesday on Star on Fox.
Woo!
Right here at AfterBuzz TV.
All right, cool. All right, so we are talking about episode 9, the mid-season finale of The Bad Place. So, of The Bad Place, Supernatural The Bad Place, not to be mistaken by The Good Place, which is also a really good show. We have a lot to talk about, mostly because we got a lot of tidbits in this episode, which is great. And then it really kind of builds up for when we come back from the Christmas hiatus. So, how did we feel about the episode?
I really love the conclusion that we had with Jack and our boys, and I thought that their little relationship there, the moments that we've had, has really come a long way, especially with Dean and Jack. And it was nice to see, of course, their first thought is Jack's killed these people, but then he was a little upset, and then he's like, oh, okay, like, y'all didn't know, like, yeah.
We don't know what's going on. You've been gone for a while, and you were upset the last time you left. We didn't know what was going on through your head, so what about you, Shawna?
Well, absence makes the heart grow fonder, and we see that Dean has grown fonder, which was just great for me. Yay! But first of all, hello, Jack is back. We've been waiting for him. We've been talking about how he's going to make his return, and he finally made his return looking cuter and just like combed over than ever. Yeah, I do not know how old he is, but it's just adorable to see that he's finally back. I'm glad.
I'm gonna say 20s. I think we're just, as a safe number, we're gonna say 20s.
Yeah, Jack is 21 for all intents and purposes.
Yeah, so it's all good. But I agree with you on that. I love that Kaya's comment about Sweet Life was really, really funny. I enjoyed that. If anybody else caught that, but I thought it was really funny.
I love Jack. He's adorable. He's such a good little actor too.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because we haven't had him for so long that I'm kind of like, oh, he's like part of the family, so we need to like start seeing him more. But I feel like we couldn't have like the mid-season finale without Jack in this episode, even if it was just by mention, because we didn't have Cass, obviously, we didn't have Lucifer, anybody from hell in this point of view, but it's
demons
fun.
Today.
No demons, which is fine because we actually got to see the bad angels, or just angels at this point.
I
hate
angels.
I know, yeah. So it was really, really interesting to see it from that perspective. Also, just the fact of how powerful Kaya is, which we're gonna get into. So, obviously, we start out with a little sexy scene here in little makeout session with somebody. I was trying to figure out who the guy with the red eyes was back there. I was assuming it was Lucifer, but I couldn't really tell because the painting was a shadowy figure with red eyes.
It gave me the total impression that when someone knocked on that door, I for sure thought it was either Lucifer or Asmo.
Well, it couldn't be Lucifer, at least for right now, because he's being captured. But
that's true.
I mean,
but you never know. He
can
escape anything. So
and we can never tell what is actually, if it's a flashback or if it's happening right now. Things like that. So I'm glad that it wasn't. It was Jack just hello, like so extremely chipper to see people in the day.
He's so much like a young Castiel. I love it. Yeah.
Oh, and I love that because he has a little bit more emotion than Castiel at this point now, which is crazy because he's only been on this earth for like what, a month. Like Castiel's been here for a while, and we only get like little itty bitty bits of emotion from Cass, which is fine. I'm totally cool with it. I just feel bad for Misha because I feel like his voice must be like messed up all the time.
I need pie.
Yeah, I love it. But Jack was super eager to meet Derek. Found out that he's a dreamwalker, which I don't. At least to me, Lucretia, if you can help me out with that, we haven't had a dreamwalker, right?
Yeah. To be honest, as far as I can remember, this has not been something that's brought up, and I was like, wow, this is very much like a Nightmare on Elm Street, which is what I liked.
So I definitely thought that was. I was like, maybe I'm missing something because he seemed familiar, but I was like, no. nope, I don't think we've ever seen somebody like this. I even tried to look it up since there's like a supernatural Wikipedia thing that you can look up. And nope, apparently the first time we've ever heard of Dreamwalkers is in this episode. So I think that might open up a lot more for us, hopefully. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, so Derek pretty much has to, or Jack is trying to find the apocalypse world through Derek, since he's a dreamwalker and he can go through different dimensions and different doors. And to us, obviously, we think that, oh, he might be actually hurting Derek because of the way that he's doing that.
I was just going to say that. It looks so painful.
And the next scene, we see Derek's girlfriend come back, and, well, Derek is no more. Rest in peace.
I knew it definitely wasn't what it looked like.
It
just
didn't look
because
right.
They're the kind that are like, oh yeah, we're going to make it look like this. But yeah, I kind of was like, I bet it's the angels.
It seemed like it, because it was very angelic to see his eyes being completely burned out. And in my head, I was like, I feel like Jack has learned from this, the last incident with the security guard, that I feel like he wouldn't do this again. But you never know, because I don't know if maybe he just went a little too far, because he looked like he was kind of pushing him to go the extra mile, but it just didn't seem like Jack's character to start killing people.
I thought that Jack maybe accidentally went a little bit too far, or maybe he got locked into that stage with the eye, you know.
Yeah, you never know.
Because he's like, stop, please, and they cut it off, so I was totally believing the situation.
Oh, yeah.
They got me again.
No, man, Supernatural's always been good about that, I feel.
But I like to, purposely suspend the disbelief.
Heck yeah.
Yeah,
get into it.
But I love...
Billie Jean Girl 24 in the chat says, raise your hand if you fall more in love with Jack.
Oh, that's me.
But yeah, it's so crazy, because the fact that when we cut back to Dean, he's calling Patience, which I thought was really, really cool, and how he's trying to ask her for help. And it's so, I guess it's so interesting to me, because the fact we've always had, oh my god, I'm forgetting her grandmother's name off the top of my head.
Oh,
no. I can't remember. But people in the chat can put it in there. But you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I was like, it's Loretta Devine's character. And then I'm like,
I was going to call her Loretta. And I was like, nope, that's not her name.
That's the actress.
Yeah, the beautiful actress. Yeah, I don't, But anyway, I thought, I realized that they don't have a psychic on their belt anymore, because Loretta is gone. Missouri. Thank you.
I know, I was like, I think it's a state.
Yeah, I was like, I can't remember her name. And that's why, it's because it's a state every time. But yeah, they don't have Missouri anymore, so I didn't even realize that they need to find a new psychic or someone to help them with that. So the fact that Patience is clearly still seeing visions, even though she said she wasn't, I was like, I feel like you're lying.
I mean, I would lie to that guy too. The dad is just getting on my last nerves. Like, he does not learn. You just lost your mother after you didn't talk to her. Now you're gonna try to.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, come on.
Why don't we just bring Patience's story just to a roundabout here? So I don't understand. Please enlighten me. Why in the world is Patience's dad like, if you leave this house, you can't go back? I was like,
wait a minute.
What are you doing? We already did this. No, apparently.
How do you feel about it?
I mean, I don't know. He was making me upset, because I'm like, you clearly can see that your daughter has this gift. Yes. Your mother had the same gift. I understand that there is darkness and evils and issues that will come across, obviously, if you decide to go this path. But maybe you should be a supportive father and help your daughter out.
It this way, because your last way did not work. And then he must believe in the magic some way, because remember the stones. So, like, okay, I'm just mad at the dad.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't really get the throwing her out. I understand his point of view of not wanting her to do it.
Of course.
What I don't understand is the way that you keep pushing. Like, this is like classic trope with parenting. It's like, your kids will run away, and then he winds up just throwing her out, and I'm like, really? That's what you do?
Yeah, because I just feel like if you decide to do that, you're never going to see your daughter again. Is it because you're okay with that? Because, I mean, I'm assuming that maybe, at least from my prediction, he's going to come back, obviously, at some point, and either try to bring her back, or win her back, or help her, something. Because I understand that there's a witch in there. Sorry, everyone.
She's obviously very powerful, though. Because for Dean to have called on her after even though we know that they're without a psychic, there could be someone else that he could call.
And she's the only one that they know that they just met recently enough that they can help with, which I think is great.
Exactly.
It's just
she's got something going.
It's just very interesting, and I'm really happy that we have Patience now as part of the group, you know. So I'm very happy that she decided when she saw Jody dying, which I couldn't tell what kind of blade that was. It wasn't an angelic blade.
You know what? It was a plant. I think that was like a vision into either the bad place I think it looked like the bad place.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I felt it was definitely the bad place.
Okay,
and
cool.
that's why, you know, they're coming together.
Yeah, because there was definitely a lot more trees around her, and I was like, what's happening? Where are you? Yeah.
But then, like, oh, I can't wait, because how did you get there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I was
Jack is somewhere
well,
else.
I mean, especially when we meet our next Dreamwalker, which is Kaya, obviously I feel like there's going to be some sort of connection, because she was just left in the woods at the very end of the episode, which I felt kind of bad, but
me too.
We'll get there. So,
but we need her here. We needed her in there.
So we find out that Jack was talked to Derek, didn't kill him. The angels did, because Jack is trying to find a way to get to the apocalypse world because he wants to help Sam and Dean find their mom, and it's super cute.
Is good.
Yeah, he's like, I want to help you find your mom. I figured that's something I could do. Like, it's just so sweet, and that's why I say it's very Castiel-like. Well, I'm doing this to help you, and I didn't think this was weird.
I thought this is what you guys, this is what you guys wanted, and so I wanted to help you.
But then you get the spoiled side of it, where he's like, "Wait a minute, you guys thought I was about to. You thought I killed him.
I mean,
so
but
he felt hurt.
But I completely understand where Sam and Dean are coming from. You know, of course, the fact that they're like, you left when you were angry. We didn't know what you were going to do. Also, you can't control your powers yet. I mean, clearly the security guard was an accident.
Yeah,
he wasn't obviously aiming to kill the security guard. It just kind of happened. But at the same time, because he can't control it, you never know. Just like how you said, he might have went too far and accidentally killed Derek.
And I think that because Dean and Sam both sort of explained to him that's why they felt that way, he was very understanding. And it's really showing. He's grown, as we say, more than Cass some.
I actually think that Jack might be the most mature person, but he's only been on this earth for a month.
It's so true. He's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, right.
This is why they can't deny him.
Yeah. No, they can't.
And they're like your family.
And we'll get
because he's
there.
like your.
I know,
so
yeah.
cute.
It made me tear up. But the reason why Jack was looking for this person, which is Kaya, was because Derek was teaching her how to hone her Dreamwalker powers, and we get a kind of a glimpse into her her history, because we don't know much about her. We know that both of her parents died of cancer. That's crazy. She OD'd and got into an accident, I think, and that's why she was arrested, or she OD'd and got
she was
arrested.
on methamphetamines and was found, and she's like, well, that's, I can't go to sleep. I'll go to the bad place, which is very common,
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah. And of course, the fact, like, even if there was no supernatural thing a part of it, that is a thing that people go through, and it was just really cool. One, because this actress is awesome.
She's great.
It made my not my skin crawl, but I had a chilling feeling of her talking about going to the bad place and not being able to sleep. And obviously, again, we have Jack's innocence, who's just like, hello.
Yeah.
Hi. I'm addicted to cocaine.
Yeah, he's like, cocaine? That was the first thing he thought of.
Yeah, that was the one thing I was like, wow, Jack, really convincing that you're. I mean, maybe because of the way that he is. So you'd be like, okay, yeah, I can kind of see that. But I love how immediately she went, okay, sweet life, we get it. I don't really do that.
I did think it was funny because it's like, I guess that was as close as he could think. I mean, it's a drug that's addicting that might be believable.
Yeah,
and it was just so funny. I'm like, where did he get this knowledge?
He's
Was
probably
he
watching
looking up
SVU
drugs?
or something.
Yeah, one of those mini USA
Research
marathons.
Like you taught me.
Yeah, something. He must have saw it on TV. He was watching a lot of TV back at headquarters, so I would assume.
Someone said to step up from his nougat addiction. And
can you imagine if he said nougat? I would have laughed. I would have been like, I'm done. Yeah.
She probably would have been like, weirdo. Cause did you notice that they took
sugar
their
is
time
addicting,
showing Kaya's face? I did notice that, and I was totally wondering. I thought she was going to have a big scar or something.
No, I just feel like
she was just a cutie.
Because they mentioned some big players. If you read the article before this episode came out, I was assuming that she was a big player and that she was going to be a very important character. But at first, I was just trying to figure out if I've seen her before because she seemed so familiar. Yeah. So I know the actress, but I don't know her character in this world. So I was like, why are you so familiar? And now I know why. But yeah, I would have laughed if he said nougat. I would have died. But yeah, I love how he's like, I can get you out of here and we can go. And he pretty much just, he said that he had powers too. He knew that she was a Dreamwalker. And he did technically get her out, and she was like, okay, thanks, I'm gonna go now.
And he's so cute, I would have gone with him too. I'd be like, okay.
Yeah.
But she was trying to get away from him. She was like, okay, you saved me, but
I don't know you. Yeah. But I mean, it makes sense. I'm also really proud of her. I'm like, hey, you didn't just go, all right, and leave. I mean, Lacretia and I would have been like, yeah, all right, sure.
Right. Yeah. I'm like, hey,
Shawna.
he's cute.
Yeah, no, all of us would be like, hey.
She ran right into the arms of some angels who were not
That
the best
sucked for her. I felt
for her to be hitchhiking.
so bad. Yeah. But I also loved, because I couldn't tell. Lucretia, you're better with cars than I am. I couldn't tell what angels are driving now because it all looked like the same.
Wagons?
Was it station
Yeah,
wagons?
that's what
Okay,
it
I
looked
was
like.
like, what's happening? Why are we picking station wagons?
Why are we going back to the 80s and stuff? Like, what's
Apparently, that's
well,
what
the
they
80s
decided.
are really in. I mean, Stranger Things, anyone?
I mean, true, but I just think
That's
it's really
true.
funny that Angel's like, you know what kind of car we should all get? Let's get this really interesting 1987 station wagon.
Inconspicuous.
I always wonder where they find these because, like, here in California, you can easily find a muscle car, or where I grew up in Texas. But the rest of the country, even muscle cars can be really hard to find.
Because we're in South Dakota, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, and that's the thing is, like, I could see maybe them having station wagons, but usually states like that, like,
think,
they
like,
pretty
pickup
well only have, like, new cars, like,
Yeah.
just
Probably,
because,
killed
like,
somebody and got their old.
Because I'm
Yeah.
like, clearly we're in a modern universe because we have
Yeah.
cell phones, we have the
Things
internet,
stolen
like
cars,
it's a thing. I just don't understand why we're getting these old cars, and that's what you're hijacking. I mean, I don't know if there's like a junkyard that's like, hey, we have like 8 of these,
Right,
you know,
25 cents each.
no.
yeah, you know, and they're just like, okay, we'll just take them,
Right.
you know, or if there's like a lot that like angels like respawn at or something, I don't know, it's
and-
really weird.
And two, everyone's like, you know, a stolen car. Well, when you steal a car, you should steal a car that a bunch of people have so it doesn't stick out. Not a car
true.
that I know
like-
I'm like, I would be a really good criminal. But
Yeah,
yeah,
no.
like, that's the thing
been
is,
working
like,
a lot
you
of shows.
steal like a silver Jetta or Honda Civic or something. You don't steal a station wagon that's going to be easily traceable, especially if it's 20 years older than where you're
Thank
at.
you. I just
Like,
don't
God.
understand.
If I can burn eyes out, I would
Yeah.
just be like, whatever. Catch me
Yeah.
if you want to, cops.
Yeah.
I'll just go.
Steal a Prius. They don't go that fast, but like
At least
they don't
they're
make any
quiet.
noise.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you. I was thinking the same thing. I was
Zero
like,
emission.
yes. I feel like you guys are getting really old, janky cars that are loud, obnoxious. Like, what are you doing?
Right, and
I
then when you
can-
break them, you can't get the parts
Yeah.
easily.
So then you have to steal another car, and then what? You're gonna just find another station wagon? I don't
Yeah.
understand this. I don't know. I'm like, I feel like you can find something, and I mean, even for Supernatural, who doesn't need product placement, you can find a better, you
Yeah.
can find a better car. Just
Get an
something,
endorsement,
you know.
Supernatural.
Prius
Prius.
true car.
I
Yeah.
think Prius, the angel car. You
Yes.
know, just might as well stick with it. I don't understand where these station wagons are coming, especially when she
Those-
like was like busting that U-turn there. I thought she was gonna do an 8-point turn on that street with that station wagon.
It looked like
You ever done an LA U-turn, which is turned in the middle of the street? That's why I drive a Volkswagen Golf, guys, because
Yeah.
I can do that. You know, that's a car to steal.
Just gotta, you
I
use that one
definitely-
hand, okay?
Yeah.
It looked like you were about to back up and then go forward, and then back up and then go forward. Like I was
Yeah.
waiting for it.
Or
It
maybe,
was so funny.
steal electric cars. A Nissan Leaf, that's really easy. I mean, plus your
Something.
angels, like, I bet you could even power that with your angel powers.
Yeah, use. Oh my god.
Speaking
God.
of angel powers, how scary were they doing that?
Oh yeah, we'll get
I
there.
was like,
Yeah,
woo.
that was something
Powerful.
new because I don't think they've
Yeah.
ever done that before. So I
Not
was
the way
very
that they
interested.
did it.
No, so I don't know if we're getting new angel power stuff or what, but that was
There's
actually
less of them, so they have to do more.
Oh, really
rigorous.
good observing there, Sean. I didn't even think about that. Smart. Anyway,
Night work.
so I'm trying to go through my notes because we went through a lot there. Well, yeah. So obviously, Sam and Dean found Kaya and Jack. Dean did a thing that I was kind of like taken aback with, was where Dean
Guys.
decided to use gunpoint to take Kaya. And I was
Deadly
like,
force.
whoa.
Me, I was
Whoa.
like, you know what? If I was in Dean's position, I would have done the same thing. He needed to scare her. She was acting, dumb. I mean, and as a kid, that's often, did we think that Dean was really going to shoot her? No.
No, of course
And
not.
that's sort of the thing, is he was
Yeah.
scaring her because she needed to be scared straight. She needed to get off methamphetamines, too. It's like, that is
Oh yeah,
serious.
that's so not good
honey.
for you. Yeah.
I did
Yeah.
think that the shoe was gonna drop and there was gonna be something funny there, like because I saw that one moment where she was looking at Dean after he said "Get in the car now," and I was like, if she would have been like, "No,"
I would have been like,
"Dean,
I don't know what to do here.
where are you gonna go from there, Dean?" 'Cause,
Yeah.
but
but Jack could have like knocked her out or
Yeah.
something. We're like, okay, let's not do that one more time, okay?
Yeah, and that's the
Jack
thing,
was-
is they had other means if scaring her didn't work.
But it made
yeah.
sense because the fact that we saw when Jack was showing Sam and Dean why he was trying to get to why he needed a Dreamwalker in the first place, which was to rescue Mom, who is she's being tortured in this cage, correct?
Yeah.
I couldn't see, like, my screen went dark, so I couldn't see.
That Lucifer was in, that Michael put him in, where it has spikes, and when it closes it goes, like, into your body or through it.
It looks like the 9 Inch Nails video. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
9 Inch Nails.
Yeah.
It was 9 Inch Nails.
But yeah. But either way, I love that Sam and Jack were still talking about it, but Dean was kind of going through like, oh my god, I almost just left my mother in this apocalypse world because I thought she was dead. I mean, but it's not his fault. But obviously, when Dean's wrong, it hits him it just hits him hard. It's awful. So it made sense.
Yeah, and
Sam
Deanna
comes to his
Hughes.
rescue.
Oh, what?
And Sam comes to his rescue emotionally and is like, it wasn't your fault. How could we have known?
No.
I was just trying to shoot for hope in the dark.
Are you back on Sam's team
I'm back
now?
on Sam,
okay.
baby.
Okay.
Sam was looking sexy in this episode.
Yeah, Deanna Hughes in the chat says Dean is about to have a breakdown, and it's like, yeah, you know, it is that time of year. You know, once a year, Dean either has to die or have a nervous breakdown.
One or the other.
So, like, you know, or sometimes both.
Both.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I was like, one of those seasons,
Yeah.
he's definitely had both, and I was like, I don't know what's happening anymore.
Something.
If he comes up against Michael, then we're looking forward to both. Yes.
Yeah,
Because I think Michael's the most powerful thing on the show right now.
I mean, I'm still waiting for him to figure out how to get through the breach. That's what I'm trying to deal with on that, since he obviously messed that up when Lucifer left. But anyway, so yeah, so Dean obviously went with a little bit more force than at least what I'm used to. I was like, okay. But he made up for it, obviously, because he was like, you know, I'm really sorry, you know. But I also loved that moment with Jack and Kaya where he showed her a bit of happiness, pretty much, and that was really, really nice. And again, her acting is so good, because obviously she's in this brooding, I'm really upset, I'm in the back of this car right now with some really 3 smelly dudes, and I want to get out of here. Or maybe not, I have no idea.
I would be happy to be in that car, like...
Yeah, I mean, we would.
She's unaware of the hotness that surrounds her.
She'll get there. But yeah, but Kaya wasn't feeling it. Obviously, I love that moment of her, like that realization of what was going on, and it seemed like she's like, okay, I'm willing to help if you guys are gonna help me get through this. And her bad place, I have questions, and we'll get there, because I'm very confused as to what this bad place is. I was like, is it back in time? Is it a different thing?
It's almost like a bad dream, it feels like.
Especially because we have humans and weird creatures running around, so I don't know. But anyway, so we go to the, I can't remember, it was somewhere in South Dakota. I think it was something... cave. Oh, I didn't write it down, so I couldn't remember exactly where it was. But that's where the spiritual points are weak enough that they can break through and find or get into that world. So obviously the angels found out about it. We got into a car chase again with a dang station wagon, and
they just can't stop chasing.
It's fine. and yeah, so Dean's like, here, I'll hold them off. You guys go. And Sam's doing his little spray paint. Oh my gosh, spray paint. Angelic like ward off spells and stuff like that. And I love how Dean's just like ready, and then all of a sudden all those station wagons pull up, and he's like, I'm gonna run.
Okay, I'm
just
gonna
like
run and let them know we gotta get out of here because there's too many of them.
I just love that the angels were walking very slowly, you know, just kind of nonchalantly, just hanging out instead of like trying to run like Terminator style.
They practiced this.
It's fine.
Tom Cruise run.
They were like
that's what I wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was funny, and the fact that I just love it because Dean had 2 bags, so he kind of looks, you know,
the way that he was running, like I actually did my JFK, like my Oliver Bowtie move, where I just went back and forth with his run because it made me laugh so hard. I was like, he's running so dumb
with those bags. Like,
he was running like he was like in a mall trying to get around like children. He's like, oh, excuse me. And I was like, what's happening?
You know, Jensen was just like, I'm gonna do this.
I was just doing it. Day 2 run. Look at me. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I just thought it was very interesting.
It was funny. I went back a few times to laugh.
Like, what's happening? I had to like stop and go, wait, what's happening? Rewind.
I'm like, why is he running like that? Okay.
I mean, I don't know. I'm assuming that maybe he did it a few times and he's like, I'm too tired. I'm just going to run like this. And they're like, that's hilarious. Let's keep that. So that was interesting. But yeah, so they ran into this like abandoned boat. They pull up a chair. Kaya and Jack are trying to find the pinpoint, but obviously her focus is she's having a hard time letting go of the bad place, so we saw a little bit of shifting back and forth, and then we had that weird angel thing where they're trying to pretty much not rip, but like melt the angel ward.
I think that
spell
if they
off.
do that enough times, it just completely
I'm just trying to think of
overpowers
like
it.
everybody in the area going, huh, wonder what all that loud
noise?
banging noise is coming from. I don't know.
And
Maybe they live in Hollywood where it's normal.
It's like, yeah, how we're like, oh, there's ambulance
yeah.
noises, gunshots.
Yeah.
It's normal. It's whatever.
It happens.
Yeah. So I mean, it looked like they were in an abandoned part of town. So maybe there's not enough mileage for it to actually reach a town that has people. But it was weird. I was like, this is pretty loud. You're shaking an entire boat. You have to be causing some sort of earthquake somewhere here in South Dakota.
And did you guys notice that the sign that Sam originally made, once they did that enough times, it changed to a different sign?
It was illuminated, and then it kind of died out.
Burned?
Yeah,
Did
because
it
pretty
burn
much
out?
That's how the angel symbol works.
And then
Yeah.
the angel symbol came.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Okay.
pretty much they were pretty much messing with the paint, and then when the paint was pretty much coming off, it doesn't work anymore. So I love it that we've gone from instead of spray paint or chalk and powder, now we were using spray paint. I'm like, good job, guys.
Good job, guys.
I haven't seen it in a
gotta
while.
evolve.
I love it. Next time we're gonna be using Sharpie. Anyway, so yeah, so that didn't work, but we have a moment where Kaya's just okay. I laughed just because the repetition made me laugh, but every time she screamed, it was like the same scream over and over. I couldn't tell if she was doing that every time or if it was on a loop. I was
my
dying.
TV was skipping. I was like, wait a minute here.
Yeah.
Did something just happen to my TV glitching or something?
Because
it was just
because it wasn't from like different angles like at the same time because
Right.
we were obviously seeing stuff happening. It was just weird because it would like, okay, she's screaming and now we're cutting to everybody else and then she's screaming again and then we're cutting to the angels.
I bet they only had the one track because it's so hard to catch a good scream
Yeah.
when it comes
So
to
many
sound,
times.
and
Yeah.
rather than make her do it
Do it
over
again,
and-
yeah. Because I mean, that scream was perfect.
Yeah.
It was just really awkward because it was
Yeah.
so repetitive. I was just like, and it was long. It wasn't
did
like
feel it, though. It did
in
make me feel
between.
scared.
Yeah. Oh no. It made my skin crawl. It was just really funny because I was just like, oh, and it's okay.
Again.
Oh okay, and it's an okay.
One more
Okay,
time.
I'm gonna take one more with feeling. One more for the people in the back. But yeah. So obviously we got separated. But I was not expecting Sam and Dean to also disappear. I thought it was just going to be Jack and Kaya.
Yeah, I thought that was odd. I'm like, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it made sense because we didn't want Sam and Dean to be
Stuck there. We kind of wanted them to go, but I was like, how's this gonna work? And where are
them
they
to
gonna
get
go?
Yeah, because I thought, like, did they have to hold hands? Did they have to be in the same vicinity? Like, kumbaya? I don't know how this works.
Sorry.
Either.
That reminds me of a funny story.
Wait, do you want to share this?
Yeah, it's about guys having to hold hands for things like that. So when me and my brother were in high school, we were pretty well rambunctious troublemakers. And I had stayed back, but whenever they decided to throw shit at cars, which we lived out in the middle of nowhere at this point, so this seems like a really fun thing to do. And they made a roadblock, and in the roadblock, a car hits it. They then throw sticks at it, as well as a dead fish.
Oh my god.
Then red and blue lights come on. And so therefore these idiots ran into the woods, and it's pitch black in the middle of, East Texas.
no.
So they hold hands and so that they don't lose each other. And
Oh my God,
then none
this
of
is
the
amazing.
guys, when they're coming back to tell the story, admit it, except for my little brother, who's like, we had to hold hands.
And they're like, what? No, we didn't do that.
And the other guys are like,
Oh, I love that.
I like it too.
Yeah.
sorry.
I'm all down
No,
for
I
guys.
I was like,
sorry.
I just started laughing.
No,
I'm
I
down
love
for
it.
guys holding hands in an emergency situation.
Yeah.
Hey man,
Why not?
it's dark. You gotta find your buddy, and then you gotta find your exit buddy. It's a lot.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, your
don't be
bathroom buddies,
ashamed.
all that.
Yeah, don't be
But
ashamed.
I thought that they were gonna hold hands
I'm gonna
and
think about that from
disappear
now on.
out of the room
Yeah, I didn't think
and
that
all
they
go
were
to
gonna
the
do
same
that.
place, which was with Mary.
Well, I mean, yeah, we all wanted them to go to the same
Yes.
place. Clearly, that wasn't going to happen, especially with her going back and forth.
It's time scatter. Oh wait, wrong show.
I mean, yeah. So it was very interesting, and it was also really cool because everybody was at a different place. But I definitely wasn't expecting Sam and Dean to be in the bad place. I was wanting it. I thought it was gonna be switched, but that wouldn't work because clearly we need more struggle.
I think Kaya is the key. We need her on the earth so she can get them back somehow.
Yeah.
And then somehow Jody, I know Jody's gonna probably
we didn't get to talk about that, but we'll talk more about it obviously in news and gossip because there's more to talk about with Jody. She has a bigger plan.
Yes, but I
ahead
think
of her.
Sam and Dean are totally the perfect people to be in the bad
Of course,
place.
yeah.
Because they're hunters, so they're about to get busy out there. He has his sword
Yeah.
or his little angel knife, so
Yeah.
he's fine.
I just
I'm
thought it
looking
was
forward to
funny because I thought like Kaya was gonna be stuck with Mary and she was gonna be like, I don't know what to do, and then
Right.
everybody else would be stuck in the bad place, and I would have been like, well, this is gonna be interesting. But I'm glad that Jack made it. That's
Yes.
great. I'm a little worried now because he's in a different universe. I don't know if his powers work here. I don't know how that works. Lucifer's not there anymore, but Michael is. There's way too many precautions for poor Jack to be by himself in.
But if he does have his powers, then epic war.
I mean, I guess we'll see because we don't know. And then obviously Kaya's just hanging out on the side of the road, poor thing. Which again will make sense later on for the next episode that we're going to talk about. And then we have Sam and Dean apparently running around in Jurassic Park in this one,
Right.
because I'm very confused as to why there's a giant dinosaur print where they're at. But I think they'll probably explain it more
Scary.
I
as
know.
we get there.
I was so excited because
Yeah.
I love dinosaurs, and it's like, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Much like
Yeah.
Legends of Tomorrow when they've done their dinosaur eps, I'm like, yes, we have dinosaurs.
I love it.
And I love how Dean was just in the footprint without knowing what it was, and it's just like, where
Well,
are we?
I'm assuming he can't see. He looks like
Yeah.
he's just in
No.
a giant hole.
He
Yeah.
can't see, but I just think it's funny that we know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I love
Like,
it because Billie
you're
Jean
in for
Girl, who's really good with GIFs, sent us a GIF on Twitter using the hashtag ABTV Supernatural. Thank you. She was like, "This GIF is what I thought when Sam and Dean were standing in a giant footprint, and it's the doctor from
Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park
yeah.
going, welcome to Jurassic Park."
If only it had
yes.
Jeff Goldblum, and if anybody would like to go see Jeff Goldblum on Wednesday at the Rockwell here in LA,
Is he gonna be here?
He will be here performing jazz, and I will be going at 9 p.m. Feel free to join me. I'm actually a Bloomy, or Goldie. We haven't decided on a name. It's
I
Jeff
like
Goldblum's groupies.
Yeah. They haven't found a name for his fans yet.
Not that I know of, because I ask people on Twitter a lot.
Yeah, and
because
they
I
know-
I'm
yeah,
a groupie.
Yeah.
Are there any
Interesting.
Bloomies or Goldies out here? What do you guys think? Bloomy or
think I
Goldie?
like-
Goldie's.
think-
This is
I think I
important
like-
poll.
Yeah. Oh, was it? Everybody thought that Goldie's was the best one on your Twitter poll?
No, I haven't done a Twitter poll
should
yet,
do that.
but I'm about to.
Yeah, I
I was
think
like,
you
this
should.
is super important.
I'm in between. I like them both, so that's tough.
I think I'm stuck on
I
the
like
Goldie.
Bloomies, but Goldie's is also really nice.
Yeah.
So, but
think Bloomer
as
is
long as
one I
Golden
think-
Girls doesn't have that, I don't
Yeah,
think
I
then that
know.
will work. But yeah, I think it's great. But yeah, so obviously we get all of our group, our entire band is completely separated. Cass and Lucifer are stuck with Asmodeus. Kaya is just roaming the streets, by herself.
Jody
Sam
and Patience
yeah.
just got together, and
Yep.
they're somewhere totally else.
But the good thing is we're gonna try to figure out what's happening with Jody. We don't want her to die. And then we got Sam and Dean running around Jurassic Park
The
by
bad place.
themselves. Yeah.
Right.
So we don't know what to do right now, and obviously angels are still trying to find Jack.
Yes.
So it's interesting, and poor Mary is stuck in an
Can I
apocalypse
just
world.
say, I love how Jack told those angels off with pure attitude. It gave,
Yeah.
you guys know I love a good attitude. And it gave me, he's like, oh, be one of you who kill people, who kidnap people.
Yeah.
And then he gave them the business.
I'm really proud of him. It looks like he's slowly starting to hone his skills now, especially
his
because he's been gone.
goodness.
Mhm.
Yeah, he seemed to know a little bit more on how to control it.
I
Yeah.
agree.
He's been doing his research.
I'm really happy. I think he's getting there, and I'm really proud of him.
And that
But-
poll is now up on Twitter, guys.
Yes, go find at Lacretia Lyon. Find it. Do the
Yeah.
poll.
Yay.
All right, so that's pretty much it. I love it because I put, well, I guess we're doing dinosaurs. Cue Jurassic Park theme. I was just looking at my notes. All right, so we're gonna get into some news and gossip.
AfterBuzz TV News.
So, if you've been living under a rock or anything of that nature, you know that the next episode, which is not going to be coming back until January 18th, so that means we are not going to be back till January 21st, that Sunday right after, so enjoy your holiday break because we are on hiatus.
Happy
But-
holidays.
Yes, but the next episode is going to be, Lucretia, remind me, a backdoor pilot for our spin-off of, I think it's called the Wayward Sisters.
Yes.
Thank you. Oh my God, I'm thinking of Winona Earp, which is kind of the same thing. It's females hunting. It's great. But the Wayward Sisters, which is the spin-off for Supernatural, because obviously the boys are getting kind of old, a little tired. So we need some ladies to get over and just be awesome. I'm very excited. So we're obviously going to be following Jody and Donna. and a few other people as well. Kaya's going to be a part of that. Patience is going to be a part of that. It's a pretty awesome group. We actually have the first look pictures up.
Oh my gosh.
Where we actually get to see a lot of the new characters, old characters, all kind of coming together.
Yeah, because Claire and Alex, will also be major parts.
Yeah, it's going to be nice to see Claire.
I love Claire.
Yeah, Claire and Jodie back. Like, it's just, I mean, we've had Jodie sprinkled in, but it's really nice to have Claire part of the team.
Yeah, and I know some people have brought up shipping Claire and Jack, and then I've noticed that it has been decided, but Deanna Hughes says Jack and Claire would be awkward casting both their dads. I think that's nice.
That's so funny. I would also be like, whatever.
It happens.
I'm one of those people that just wants lesbians and everything, so if Kaya and Claire can get together, I'd be the happiest person. But it doesn't matter. I ship everybody. Everybody can be mad about it. I don't care. But yeah, it's going to be really cool to see a bunch of female hunters or even just female anything being part of this world now, especially because we had to go through several seasons with not having really many strong female characters. We had a few, obviously. I'm not saying that there wasn't any at all, but we had like Billy, we had Jodie, but I missed
Charlie
and everybody. Like, I missed the female hunters in the beginning of like season 4 or 5.
Joe. I love Joe.
I missed Joe. So I mean, I want something like that back. I would love to see that.
Well, so the fact that it a comeback, but the girls are coming back.
Heck yeah, and I'm really excited for that. I mean, the pictures really show the girls really reeling it in, and we're gonna see most of that through this next episode in the next few weeks. So look at that! Look at all these girls together.
These girls have heavy artillery, right?
Yeah, and obviously it looks like we're in the same boat that we were in earlier. So they're probably gonna be fighting off aliens or monsters or something that's gonna be there. There's our boys. Trying to figure out what to do in the good place. There is a trailer on the CW website. If you guys want to see the trailer for that, they have a little bit of like a sneak peek thing. But like, it looks like they're pretty much just handling. Also, her hair always looks perfect in every shot that she's in. I don't know how she does it.
Seriously, her hairstylist needs to do a YouTube channel on how to get them curls right.
But I love it. And like I said, even Kaya looks like she's like, okay, I'm here. This is what we're doing. I'm trying to find everybody and figure it out. But
Jack gave her purpose. So I feel like looking at this picture, I think she's living out how Jack.
Yeah, and I mean, the fact that she found people that are going to be a part of this and that understand that she's not some freak. She is obviously an important part of this ridiculously supernatural world. Roll credits. Anyway, so that's pretty much it for news and gossip, besides obviously our awesome supernatural spin-off.
#badass females.
Yes. That again, it's going to be the holidays, so you're not going to be seeing our beautiful faces for the next few weeks. But it's okay, because we're obviously still going to be on Twitter, hanging out, talking about supernatural, things like that. Anyway, ladies, I almost forgot, before we completely go out of here, Supernatural put up their gag reel for this season. It's already up. I can't remember. Billie Jean sent it to us. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's like Ignition or something like that. It's right here. Initiation. Yeah. So if you want to look that up, look it up on YouTube. It's on there. Supernatural season 13 gag reel Initiation. So I'm assuming that's for the actor who plays Jack had to do something silly. I haven't seen it yet.
Funny.
I can't wait to see
we haven't watched it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. But it says credit to always awesome shaving people, punting things. I was like, I don't know what that means, but okay. But go check it out. It's awesome. Again, we will see you guys. Episode comes back January 18th. That means we come back January 21st. So we will see you back here a few weeks. All that awesome stuff. Where can they find you?
You guys can always find me at LACRETIALYON anywhere on the internet, since there is only one. And stay tuned right here. Horror TV Weekly is on. And yes, we will be discussing that big bombshell on The Walking Dead. We are all Negan, guys.
Woo!
And of course, I'm Shawna O. You can catch me on all social media at Shawna O. And happy holidays to all of you. Also catch me on Wednesdays, Star on Fox. I love Supernatural and I love to talk to you guys.
All right, and you guys can find me all over social media at atorres890. I actually did a podcast called Obsessed, talking about this show. I tweeted out about it a few days ago. If you can't find it, look up Joseph Scrimshaw, his podcast called Obsessed, where I pretty much talked about the show for an hour and 10 minutes. So if you want to get more supernatural about it, definitely talk about it there. I apologize that I did kind of hate on the show on certain seasons. Sorry. It's just how much I love the show so much, guys. I just want it to be better. But also catch me on Wednesdays. Lethal Weapon is going to be going through the holidays, I believe, so we will keep you up on that. There's also a giveaway happening. So if you want some really awesome autographed pictures of the cast, hit me up, look on my Twitter, you'll see all the rules there as well. Anyway, happy holidays, everyone. Be safe out there, and we will see you guys pretty much in the next, 4 weeks on January 21st.
Whoa.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye. We'll miss you.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.